Right, I'm back. Premier League football's back. Liverpool are back. Salah never left, to be fair. Guess his goal. But Liverpool have won the game 4-2. The channel is back. Remember, if you have missed the stream, I have put all my live reaction, the goal reactions all over on TikTok. So go over there to have a check on that. Um, Liverpool 4, Bournemouth 2. The game that started off great, went bland. English officials again showing the corruption and just don't want to show that they're good at what they do. Um, Bournemouth semenyo looked fucking unreal as he has in fucking other games against us and just games in general. Um, but like so much expectation was on Liverpool this game and this season. To be fair, I don't think we started off as great as we probably should have or could have. I think the game itself wasn't bad. I thought we had spells where we were decent, but we do probably need to make one or two more signings, and the signings probably need to be in defense. I know the attention at the moment is on another winger and probably Isak all over again. And yeah, Isak might make a difference going forward and maybe a winger, but the defense needs to be worked on because Van Dijk and Konate don't look as great as they have in previous games and previous seasons. Frimpong was quiet today. I don't think there was much that he could have. There could have been potential stuff that he could have done to make his performance better, but I don't think he was bad. I thought he was just not used properly. Kirk actually did have a stinker today, and it was bad to see because his team, his former team, were literally punishing him because they kept targeting that one side, and he was beaten for majority of the game. And when Arne did make a change, he brought Endo. No, he brought Robertson on. I thought, yeah, that could have been done a bit quicker, but it didn't. And Robertson really didn't. I don't think he helped the whole thing. I don't think he made that side any better. I think he was pretty much just as bad as Kerkez. And I don't know if that was just Bournemouth being very good on that side or both Kerkez and Robertson being dog shite. Frimpong being taken off was very questionable. I thought Endo coming on was very bad. Like Endo's known to cover centre back if he has to. So why he was brought on at right back to cover Frimpong was a very questionable decision. And by the time Arne realized that it was a mistake and brought on Joe Gomez, when Joe Gomez can play right back, the damage had already been done because Bournemouth had already got a goal back in the game. But Ekitike was our brightest player of the whole game. I think he was man of the match, in my honest opinion. Ekitike got his goal in the first half. A half where we weren't at our best. I don't think we were at our best in both halves, to be fair. So 4-2, going, all things considered, 4-2 is very, very good. But we started the second half better. Gakpo was a very tidy finish and whatnot. But the first half talking point wasn't even Ekitike's goal. It was the 13th minute where Senesi handballed it. And I thought, fine, the referees missed it. But how VAR hasn't interfered and told the referee that he's fucked up is beyond me, because that's what VAR is for, right? To tell the referee that he might have made a decision wrong. He might have got a decision, like, he might have fumbled on a decision. Correct it. Go have a look at the monitor. That's what VAR is for. And in the end, we got nothing. He didn't even get a yellow card. He handballed it twice in that little period. And nothing. So VAR got it completely wrong. English refereeing is completely wrong. That's something that's never going to change. You can introduce as much technology into the bloody game. English refereeing is just awful. And today was another example of that. And that refereeing, it took 13 minutes of a Premier League season for the referees to get a call wrong. It took 13 minutes, you know. But you know that I said it on my stream. I was ready for whatever happened in the remainder of the game. That was going to be the talking point. You know, if Bournemouth came in, got goals, we were going to talk about how that was going to be. You know, Liverpool fans would be on about how he should have been. The Bournemouth should be 10 men, and I firmly agree with it. Bournemouth should have been 10 men, but even at 10 men, they had a one-man beast in fucking Semenyo, who. The first goal of Semenyo, so Liverpool got 2-0 up. First goal of Semenyo comes because Arne got a whole decision wrong by taking Frimpong on and bringing Endo on. The first goal happens because the substitution was wrong. The second goal happens because we just got outplayed. Bournemouth on their counter attack. It's 4v2. Konate and Van Dijk. You still back Konate and Van Dijk to cover 4 Bournemouth players that are running rampant. Semenyo decides, I don't need the other 2-3 teammates. I'm gonna do this by myself. And fuck me, he done it fucking well. Unreal bit of play from Semenyo. Took 2 of the best defenders Liverpool have on the pitch and just demolished, like just made them look like they've been like Sunday league flipping defenders. Clean finish. Alisson, no chance. I thought Alisson could have done a little bit better on Semenyo's first goal, but you know, as maybe asking a little bit too much. But 2-2, and then you're looking at who's on Liverpool's bench. I was calling out for Rio. He didn't come on. Maybe Trey. He didn't come on. We brought on Chiesa, and this is a player who I don't think we're going to be seeing much more of at Liverpool, which kind of makes me sad because he scored the goal. Chiesa scores the goal, and he just looks so happy to be a Liverpool player. He's tapping the badge. He celebrated like there was no tomorrow. He ran to that corner flag with passion, and the celebration had passion to it. Like, clean finish. For a guy that doesn't seem to be getting minutes, right, you'd be assuming he was playing week in, week out with a finish like that. Clean finish. If he can stay fit, he's such a good player to have on the Liverpool roster. But I think he is going to be moving on because he wants to be a regular player because of the World Cup next year, and he wants to be in the Italy picture. But if we can hold on to that guy, mate, happy days, because that finish was clean. The flipping celebration showed passion. The guy wants to be at Liverpool. He just looks so happy to be in a Liverpool shirt. Salah did get his complimentary goal on debut on opening days at the end, but I think that was mainly because Bournemouth were tired out and going for the equaliser. So it's one of those. Like, I don't think the game was great. I don't think we were playing amazingly. I thought Liverpool performance was very, very lackluster for the majority of the game. I thought we showed glimpses of what we're capable of. I don't think our new signings showed themselves. I thought Frimpong had a quiet game. Karkas did have a stinker. I thought Wirtz had a very quiet game. Ekitike was the only guy that actually stood out from the whole game. Gakpo did show glimpses of himself in the second half. I thought Liverpool in general in the second half weren't as bad as they were in the first. Like, it is the first game of the season. I'm not going to take too much like negativity from it, but in terms of performances, I think there's a long way to go. And I thought if Bournemouth, like, no disrespect to Bournemouth and Semenyo himself, but they were picking gaps at us, and our games don't get easier. We got Newcastle next Monday, then we got Arsenal the week after that. We got Chelsea United coming straight up as well. We got Everton as well. The games don't get easier for us, and if Bournemouth are finding gaps at a team like if they're finding gaps in our team right now, I think the bigger teams are going to be finding gaps a lot quicker and easier than Bournemouth found it today. And that's worrying. I think the defense needs, like I said, I think we need to be focused on our defense. I think Flipping Giovanni might need to be brought into the first team ASAP with the way with the defense centre back performance today. And I think Joe Gomez, forget putting him in the right back. I think if he is to stay at Liverpool and have a future at Liverpool, he needs to be put in the centre back picture as well. And if we're going to sign anyone, we need to be going in for Mark Gay ASAP, and we need to be signing him as well. But like I said, I've read rumors. I know the whole focus on Isak will still be there, but I've read rumors of us going for wingers, and we're ready to splash. But the team itself, we need bodies. Like, our bench did look good. As a Liverpool fan, you're looking at that bench and you're happy with the bench. But as a neutral fan or a fan that doesn't watch Liverpool on a regular, you're looking at that bench like that's not a normal Liverpool bench, you know. So we like I said, we came out at the end of it 4-2. I don't think we played our best. I think some decisions the decisions should have been. I think some decisions were incorrect. So it was a very, very, very weird first day. But the main thing is we have got the 3 points, we have got the win, and we do go top of the table for now. So that's all I have to really say about today's game. Anyways, we go into Newcastle next week. I get to have a look at Newcastle tomorrow in the early kickoff against Aston Villa to see how they're going to be without Isak. So it's going to be an interesting one. They probably will have a striker in time for Liverpool game, and it looks like to be Wissa, who is going to be their striker, but he's not Isak's level. So it'll be interesting to see how they're going to perform and play their team without that guy up top. But let me know if you agree with anything I've said, disagree with anything, if you have any talking points, and I'll get back to you guys in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed to me, then please do. If you want to see all my goal reactions, I put them on TikTok, so make sure you go over there. And if you want to see any live game reactions, then I'm over on the Purple app. Thank you all for the support as always, and I'll catch you in the next one next week. Peace.